This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
What I have here in my hands is a 35-page report just released by the Republican-led Michigan Senate Oversight Committee, looking into the election results of 2020, where there was claims by Donald Trump as recently as May that there were votes switched, that there was widespread fraud on the level that would have turned the election to him rather than to Biden. And the Republicans in Michigan have found this to be bullshit. Utter nonsense and conspiracy stoked by a former disgraced president. I'm going to read a couple of sections from this. But all of this surrounds, if you don't know, a county in Michigan, Antrim County, where a Republican clerk, there was a human error by a Republican clerk that initially skewed some of the results. They've gone through, they've done hand canvassing, they've gone door to door, they've corrected any errors that were made, because it was a legitimate, honest mistake by a Republican, not some Democrat out to get Donald Trump. And the findings of this report are telling. Because as we're seeing calls for these fraudits, these audits in Arizona to be more widespread, to go into Georgia, because keep in mind, remember, the only places that Donald Trump wants the vote looked at are places he lost. Because if he won, it was legitimate. But if he lost, it's fraud. It's rigged. How could anybody not vote for Donald Trump, the most popular president in the history of the country, even though he never really cracked 40% approval ratings for any substantial period of time? He was wildly unpopular. Wildly popular among fascist-friendly Republicans all over the country, but not nationwide. I'm going to read from a couple of places in this report. Page 19, if you want to follow along, there will be a link at the bottom of the description to the source from the Senate. It's the report on the November 2020 election in Michigan, led by Senator Edward McBroom, a Republican. Page 19, very important stuff. The committee recommends the Attorney General consider investigating those who have been utilizing misleading and false information about Antrim County to raise money or publicity for their own ends. The committee finds those promoting Antrim County as the prime evidence of a nationwide conspiracy to steal the election place all other statements and actions they make in position of zero credibility. Zero credibility, says the Republican-led Senate Oversight Committee. And it is their conclusion. Well, first of all, they're asking the Attorney General to investigate these charlatans, these grifters, these liars, these conspiracy theorists, these anti-democratic, anti-American scum who look to undermine our free and fair elections in an effort to reinstate Donald Trump as president, to undermine the clear authority and mandate of the people who elected Joe Biden overwhelmingly. And it is in their conclusion they find this. Our clear finding, again, it doesn't get any more crystal clear. The Republicans in this case have found, like the Republicans in Arizona are finding now, their displeasure with the nonsense audit that's going on by the cyber ninjas, seriously what they call themselves. And Michigan's finding the same thing. Once again, the conclusion, I will read and finish this time. Our clear finding is that citizens should be confident the results represent the true results of the ballots cast by the people of Michigan. The committee strongly recommends citizens use a critical eye and ear toward those who have pushed demonstrably false theories for their own personal gain. And that was page 35. That's the conclusion. There was no widespread voter fraud. The cases that we have witnessed in Texas, I believe in Pennsylvania, there was a couple cases. They were Trump-related cases. The case of the man whose wife died, or I believe he killed his wife, and then cast her ballot for Donald Trump. That was a case of Donald Trump. A vote for Donald Trump that wasn't a vote for Donald Trump. Again, projection artists extraordinaire. They rely upon that. Right now, all of this, the consternation around the For the People Act and what took place in the Senate yesterday. They're saying, oh, they're trying to rig the vote. This is voter suppression, what they're trying to do. That is bizarre on a level. It is a sociopathic level of lying and disinformation on the part of the Republicans. Blaming the other side for the very thing they do. They learned a tight lesson from Donald Trump on how to do this, and they're continuing that. But there are some Republicans out there who do have some modicum of dedication to the prospect of democracy, of democratic rule, of free and fair elections. Look, you might not like it if you're a Republican in Michigan that Joe Biden won, but Joe Biden won. Just like I didn't like it in 2016 in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania that Donald Trump won. But I accept it as something that took place. Don't like it, but that's the way it works. Donald Trump had the sinister Svengali of dipshittery, was able to bamboozle millions of Americans to vote for him because he was the anti-establishment candidate, the racist candidate. The man who would stand up against any effort to multiculturalize the country, who would stoke fear in Americans all over the country that their supremacy was waning, that the demographics are rapidly changing in this country, and that is something to fear, says Donald Trump, in so many words, sometimes directly, like we witnessed with Tucker Carlson on an almost nightly basis. Anyway, things are coming to a close a little more slowly than we would like relative to Republicans coming around and admitting on a state-by-state basis that Biden won, but it is happening. Again, there's a link to this in the bottom of the description. I would encourage you to read it, all 35 pages. I think that I brought you the most important pieces. That's it. I'd love to hear from you. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from dissenters with some evidence, not just wild claims, but actually bringing to bear evidence. Because that, the truth, my friends, will set you free. Even you, trolls. Follow me on social media. I'd love to connect with you there. I'm on the Twitter. I'm on the Instagram. I'm on the TikTok. Consider supporting my work here on the platform. If I provide you value in any way, and you are in a financial position to do so, not if you have to budget it in, not if you're on a fixed income, not. But if it's no problem and you can spare $2 a month or $5 a month, consider supporting my work here on the platform. Consider producing my work on YouTube. I would appreciate it very much. I love you guys. Thank you for engaging with my content and spending a little time with me each day. It is something that I do not take for granted. I am a lucky man. Anyway, I'll see you next time. I love you all. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.